Hi guys, it's Amy, and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for your time. I do appreciate you clicking on my video. I wanted to share with you today, I finally worked with some Ella Rae soft, cozy, soft, chunky yarn that I got on our trip to Rolla. If any of you saw that video, you saw how absolutely in love with this yarn I am. I am in love. I bought every little donut that they had, and I wish they had more. So let me go ahead and read the label to you. It's a machine washable wool blend. Thank you. It is 100 grams and it's 75% acrylic and 25% wool. The suggested crochet hook is a 6.5 to a 9 millimeter. So depending on what kind of project you're working on. And that did confuse me in the beginning, I'm gonna admit, but I used a 6.5 millimeter hook for it, and I really liked what I did with it. It's called Golden Bamboo is the colorway. Just absolutely gorgeous. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 skeins or donuts or whatever these things are called, and I just couldn't wait to find the perfect project for them. And now part of me said you have to use all of them together in one fabulous project, and then it gives me anxiety trying to find the right project and trying to use just the right amount of the yarn. Use all of it up to not have any leftovers to have to figure out what to do with, and not to use too little of it, so that then you have to figure out what to do with it again. You've got still so much left over. But I decided to just go ahead and knock out a single skein and see what would happen. My world did not crash, and I am super excited that I have one finished project and then 4 more skeins to do some more stuff with. So this is the little bit of yarn that I had left. I mean, it's just very nothingness, and I made this great cowl, and it's a pattern that's just kicking all around the YouTube world, and it's 2 double crochets and then a chain 2 and then a single crochet in the same spot. So you get these nice little clusters here, and you just go along the next row and you go into the space. So it goes really fast because you're not actually going into a stitch, you're going into the spaces, you know, once you get your base going. So I just absolutely love the colors so much, and I couldn't wait to work with it and see how it would look. Yeah, and so it naturally gives as you're doing the edging, it naturally not the edging, the project, it naturally gives these little scallops because you're kind of working in these slanted. You've got 2 talls on one side and then a short on the other side, so it gives you that little slanted scallopy edge all the way around, and I just love it. It's a super soft yarn, as it's called, soft and cozy, with 25% wool. It's not scratchy whatsoever. I know a lot of people have major wool aversion to wool, but this is really soft, super cozy soft, as the name says. So with the other 4, I don't know if I want to create, 4 more cowls and just have different styles, or if I'm going to put them together and make something else with it. What did I say, 100 grams? Yeah, 100 grams each, so I got 400 grams to work with. So there are search engines out there, that include the yardage when you're searching for certain patterns. So I have found that some other things that I'm working on, normally I sit like just in this black void of what am I going to work on? What yarn am I going to use? What kind of project do I want to work with? That kind of thing. And right now, I kind of feel like I'm in this little momentum. I've got some momentum going because I have jumped into a couple of things, like using one of these that I hadn't intended to initially, and then just said, why not? And then I'm so in love. So I'm kind of excited that now I've got like too many things I want to work on, and that's a rare thing for me. I don't normally have too much to work on, so I would like to find something else to work with. So this is, near your face or your head, like a scarf or some sort of, I thought like a bandana, it's such a great color to put, like to make a bandana scarf for your head. So yeah, and it's really hard when it's summertime to be thinking about warming yourself up in wintertime, but I'm kind of in that mindset because they are smaller one skein project kind of things most of the time. So let me know what you're working on, if you know in the summertime you ever work on still winter things, or you know if you're very seasonal with what your projects are. It is a chunky 5. I didn't say that in the beginning, but that's one of the beauties of it, is that it just works up so quickly because it's a really nice 5, and it's got great texture. Look at the stitch definition. I think that was really, really great. Look how pretty. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about when you've got hanks of yarn, like I've got hanks of yarn hanging on the wall over there. I can't point right. Here we go. And you know, you start looking through your yarn, like what can I use? And then something that you maybe want to use is still in hank form, and then you got to take the time to take it out of hank form, and that doesn't always go smoothly. So, you know, from the time I started to want to work with that yarn to the time I actually get it into a workable cake, you know, I've lost some momentum there. So I thought I would go ahead and start to cake up some of the yarn that I've got hanging on the wall, so that when I do have the inspiration to use it, it's ready to go. Because having to take the time to break it down, it kind of puts me off a little bit. I mean, I enjoy that process, but when I want to do it, but not when I have to do it. So the other, you know, I wanted to kind of call out, does anybody else feel like this? When I had this hank to work on, I've got 3 of these. Yeah, I've got 3 of these. And so I started to hank them up, or take it from the hank. And I don't know what I thought I was going to get when, you know, when you see this and there's these great big blue sections, whoops, these great big pink sections, like, I don't know what I expected to get, but this is what I got. It's super like speckly. It's super pretty. I love it to death. But it just got me to thinking, like, you don't always know what it's going to look like. It's not always going to look the same. So I kind of, you know, need to get it into cake form so that I can see what I got. Like, how is it going to break down? How are the colors going to play out and so forth? So here's another example of one. This is one of the yarns that I got at Seven Sisters, and this one is a cotton from Unique. Here's the label, cotton. And it's this gorgeous, gorgeous colorway. Let me see, what's the colorway? Number 1073. It's 275 yards of DK weight, 100% mercerized cotton. And I just loved it. I wished that there was another hank or 2 in there. There was only 2 in their inventory, and I dug and dug and dug to be sure that I wasn't missing one, because oh my man, I just love it. So 275 for 550. So we'll see. I don't know what I can do with it. I really would want a wearable out of this, but here is what the cake turned out like. So it's super like purpley here. If you're just looking at it like that, you may not know. You got to take a turn and look on the inside. I mean, look at some of that bright. Can you see it here? Just a little bit. Look at how bright that blue is. Look at what a contrast. It is so pretty. I can't even wait. You know, you can really see so much more of the colors. So there's some of that bright blue that was in it. And I hadn't seen this before. I did get some of the Unique that's not cotton. That's the, what is it, Superwash Merino? Oh, right here. Okay, so this is the one that I got first. Extra fine merino. And look how pretty. So I got this one and another colorway that's similar to this. And I'm working on a project with that right now. I can't wait to show you. But this is the other one of these that I've got. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. And this one is 435 yards. So can't wait to dig into that. But anyway, this was the cotton one that I've got 2 of those. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what sort of a wearable size. The more I work with these smaller weight yarns, the more comfortable I'm getting. So I am really looking forward to making something with that, and hopefully, you know, I don't know how long to wait to see if I can find a matching color. I haven't gone to their website to see if they've got anything else that'll go with it, but I like their yarn a lot. So, and then the last one that I was going to show you was from the Hobby Lobby stuff. Of course, look how bleeping gorgeous is this. There's like a metallic-y sparkle to it, and here you can see it real well. And it's just like, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. This one is the 99% superwash merino wool. It's got a 1% metallic, as that stripe is. It's a weight 1, and it's called Horizon Line, and it totally looks like that. Look right there. That's so pretty. I love it. So this is what the cake looks like. Very, very sparkly. Very, very mixed colory. I like it very much. And this is one I've got 3 of as well. So, do I have 3? My previous ones I got put back up there. Oh yeah, it's right here. So I very much want to do something within, like, I think I was gonna empty out some of my Ogos and put them someplace else. I need more places to hang my hanks because my wall is kind of full, and so that's another reason why I started to kind of cake them up a little bit. But then I want like a shelf, so I may take these out and put my flat shelf in there, so it's like this one, so that I'll have a shelf like this to stack some cakes on, as well as I keep thinking like a bat. They're gonna just hang from the top of the inside, like from, you know, I don't know. I've got some work to do to move some things, because I've got some big empty spots, like those 2 cabinets or those 2 cubbies there have big empty spots. So working on the hanks and getting them, you know, reorganized up here so that I know what I have, so that I can work with it when I want to work with it and not be forced to take the time to take it out of hank form first. So that was just another little tidbit of hank to cake that I wanted to talk about. So if you've got any of this Ella Rae soft, cozy, soft, chunky, let me know what you've done with yours down in the comments. I have seen other colorways, but I just can't take my eyes off this one. It's so pretty. I just love it so much. The gray and the beige and the blue and the green. Ah. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for your time today. Have a wonderfully blessed day, and I hope I'll see you again. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.